All right, let's take a look at the Classwork tab. So what types of content can you put in Google Classroom? Basically anything that you can find digitally can go in there. So you could put in internet links, YouTube videos. In fact, we'll talk about how to clean up a YouTube video so it doesn't have a YouTube link, therefore no ads or links to other videos or any of that stuff. You can put files as long as you put them in your Google Drive. You can attach them here. So we'll start talking about some of that stuff. So in the Classwork tab, when I go to create, I can create an assignment. A quiz assignment just means a Google form. A question means you can ask a question, a prompt like, for example, we have just watched the video on volcanoes, what questions do you have? And then they can respond there. Material would be basically just anything you want to post without assigning any kind of due date to it. And topic means that's how you can actually organize. So if you had videos, you could create a topic called videos. You'll notice in this classroom we had various topics on the side, and that was just a shortcut way to organize Google Classroom. So for example, anything having to do with spheros, I gave it that tag or that label and it shows up here. So topics are just shortcuts. They are not something we need to be concerned about right now. So if I'm going to add something, let's say I'm going to add an assignment. I create a title. I can type in instructions. And then here's where I can add anything that I want to. So if I had a document, I could bring it into Google Drive, and I'll talk you through that in a few minutes. So you can link anything that you have in your Google Drive, any link from the internet, and feel free to go back to the Learning Resources page that we created for you to use. There are resources there K through 12, all subject areas, so you don't really have to reinvent the wheel. You can go take a look at those resources and pull links from there. File, I would kind of stay away from. That's uploading from your computer, but we really should be putting things in Google Drive. And then YouTube videos. But again, I'm going to show you a website called ViewPure, if you're not familiar with it, that lets you take YouTube links, put it in there, and it blacks out all of the oddball stuff like the ads. You don't have a question as to what's going to pop up on there. Just a little layer of protection. So once I type in my instructions, let's say I'm going to add a link. Right here is where I would add the link. And what I generally do is go out to the website that I want the link from. In this case, we'll just grab SIS for now. I go to the website so I make sure I have the web address perfectly correct. So I'm going to highlight all of this and edit copy or Command C. Go in here and edit paste or Command V and add the link. So we're going to leave it at that for now. We'll talk about how to add from Google Drive and YouTube in a moment. When I get my assignment ready, over on the side is if you wanted to pick a due date or you wanted to assign a topic to something. And again, here's what classes I can assign it to. So any of your Google classes can get the assignment. So if you have 2 or 3 and you're assigning them all the same thing, you can do it that way. And again, you can pick individual students, or by default it goes to everyone. And then up by the assign button, again, I can schedule when I want this to go, what date, what time. And if I'm not really done with this yet, I can save it as a draft. If I save it as a draft, it'll be in gray here, and I can revisit it and bring it up that way.